Hi everyone, myself M. Subhaprada, Assistant Professor of Mechatronics Department, MAM School of Engineering. Here we are going to see about the entrepreneurship development unit 2, that is a motivation. In this topic presentation, we are going to see what is motivation, what are the importance or occurs in the motivation, and what are the types of motivation. Then we are going to see about the characteristics and the theories of motivations. Let me see one by one. So motivation, what do you mean by motivations? So the motivation means that is the entrepreneurial behavior which is result of entrepreneurial motivations. So it has been derived from the word motive, and it implies the inner state of mind that activates and directs our behavior towards the goal. So it is a process that will motivate all the persons into their actions as well as a course of actions that will lead to reach their goals and achieve their final decisions. So that is known as the motivations. Some of the motivations some of the entrepreneurship motivations are being occurred, so that will be improve their knowledge as well as motivate their talents to enrich their high goals. Next, what are the definitions of motivations? So first we have to motivate means that is to provide the motive to impel the people to actions. So it will impel the people to actions and to create their incentives to the works. So the motivation is the work as the manager will performs to inspire the encourage and impel the people to take required actions. That is Lewis Allen. So the act of stimulating the someone or oneself to get a desired course of actions is said by Michael J. and William Scott, who have ever introduced that definitions of motivations as that it means stimulate the people to make their actions to accomplish their desired goals. Next, according to Bernard and Steiner, the motive is an inner state that will energize the and activates or moves the direct behavior towards the goals. So there are 5 natures of motivations. The first thing, internal feeling of individual. Second is feelings which will promote him to work more. And third is energies towards the productive action. And fourth is the motivation is linked to satisfaction. And the last one will be an individual which is motivated in a totality. So these all things will be having the nature of motivational methods that will enrich their direct their behavior towards their goals. Importance of motivations. So what are the importances are occurred in the motivation means? So that the motivations will be having the high satisfaction and moral. So it has moral values and that will satisfy all the methods whatever else occurs in the satisfactions. So the next thing will be the increased productivity here. So that is the increased productivity means we have to be improve their productivity level. So the increased productivity will be makes their motivational level to their organization. So the third thing will be the contribution to the organizational goals. So we have to contribute our efforts and motivational things to organization to reach their goals. And the fourth thing will be the congenial work environment. We should work their particular environment, whatever else it has been occurred in a particular area. And the fifth thing will be the reduce the absenteeism and the turnover. So there should be a we have to reduce the absenteeism levels and we have to turn over it to the importance of motivation. Then acceptance of organizational change. The organizational change will be accepted at a particular event, and that will be make a more important for motivating in the organizational levels. Next we are going to see about the types of motivation. There are two types of motivation. One is the positive motivation and another one is negative motivation. So positive motivation, so it results in building, that is cooperations of the workers by tempting them towards the rewards or incentives is known as positive motivation. And the negative motivation means it will create the fear among workers by threatening them with demotions, pay cuts, layoffs, etc. So the negative motivation means it creates a fear like that. So these two types of motivations will create a motivated efforts in our life. Next we are going to see about the importance of motivation. What are the importance or occurs in the motivation means, first of all we have to improve the morals of the employees. Then we have to lower down the labor's turnover. It will make our profit higher. So it will have to improve the goodwills of the organization. Then we have to create the cordial industrial relations, and then have to change more easily accepted by employees. So these are the importance of motivations. Next, incentives. So an incentive is something that we have to simulate a person to get it by engaging their desired behavior. So there are two types of incentives. One is the financial incentives and another one is non-financial incentives. Okay, so let me see that one by one. So in financial incentives, we have a say about the pay and allowances. Whatever else we are earning from the companies, that will be comes under the financial incentives. And the productivity linked incentives. When you are increasing the productivity in the organization means for that they will get incentives. And then bonus. So for any particular functions or anything else, for that the workers will get the bonus. So that will be also comes under the financial incentives. Then profit sharing. So what are the profits are earned in the company, they will share with their workers. So stock options, then perks, all the things will be comes under the financial incentives. Next, non-financial incentives means that is status, then organizational climate. So that means it will be comes under the non-financial incentives. Job enrichment, job security. Next is the employee recognition and employee participation. Everything will be comes under the non-financial incentives. Next, theories of motivations. So first theory is that Maslow need hierarchy theory. So here we have seen that it is based mostly on the human needs. So whenever the humans are having the needs of doing the motivational efforts, that will be done by the Maslow need hierarchy theory. So they will have a strong needs of individual dominates and the other needs. So second thing will be that the needs will not arise till the first. That is a need is satisfied. That is needs have a definite sequence of dominations. So these all the things will be here comes under the Maslow need hierarchy theory. Next we will see about the process of the Maslow needs hierarchy theory. First thing we have to find out the psychological needs. So in psychological needs we have to physiological needs we have to learn about the water, air, shelter, clothing. The first thing it will be very important in our Maslow needs theory. After completing this physiological needs, then we have to go for the safety needs. So in safety needs we can precautions about the job security. Then we have to secure about our personal needs. Then future security, everything will be comes under the safety needs. After that we have to go for the social needs. Social needs means we have to show love, affections and friendship within the others. So that make us social needs to improve their personal intentions. Then the next thing will be the esteem or ego needs. So esteem or ego needs means that is it is a self-respect and a self-confidence that will recognition the prestige level. So most of the self-respect will be of the confidence part. So then it will comes under the self-activation needs. So self-activation needs means we have to develop the self-oriented, and then we have the personal achievements in the needs of the theory. So these are the five needs we have to follow in the Maslow's needs theory. Next is MC Cleland's three need model. So in this model we have included that for achievement we have some of the needs. That is first we have to good drive to the excel, advance and grow. Next we have to desire to achieve something with our own efforts. So these two things will be make us to achieve in a particular level. Next is the need for power. So need for power means that is it is drive to influence the others and situations. Then it is a desire to influence and dominate the others through the use of the authority persons. So the authority persons will be important for the power to influence others very crucial manner. So this comes under the MC Cleland's three need model. Next, what are the needs are affiliated for this needs means there is a drive for friendly, and we have a close interpersonal relationship. Then we have to desire to establish and maintain the friendly relationship with others. So people also possess some of the needs in varying degrees, and these needs may be simultaneously acting on the individuals. So in case of the entrepreneurs, the need for achievement is more dominating, and this will dominate the affiliated interpersonal relationship with others. So this maintain the friendly relationship with particular persons, and it will observe the entrepreneurs to become disastrous. So the third thing will be the Adolphus ERG theory. So that is it means that the existence, relatedness and the growth theory. So here we have going to see about the three theories. First is the existence needs. So existence needs means that it will include the basic needs and safety needs. So this basic and safety needs will occur in the existence level that will reach the final process. Second thing will be the relatedness needs. So that is if the needs are satisfied by personal relations and social interactions, then that reasons will be known as the relatedness needs. So third thing will be the growth needs. That is it includes self-actualization needs. We have to work together with ourselves, and it will improve the ERG theories. So the last will be the for proper development of entrepreneurship. We have a relatedness and growth needs more important to increase their motivational levels in the work. Next is the motivating factors. So there are two motivating factors. One is the internal factors and another one is external factors. Okay. So first is the internal factors. Here in this educational background will be occurred, and also we have the occupational experience, then desire to do the work independently, and we have the desire to branch out to the manufacturing level. Then we have to go for the family backgrounds. So these are the things comes under the internal factors. Next thing will be the external factors. So here in external factors we have the assistance from government, then assistance from the financial institutions, then we have the availability of technology and availability of raw materials, then demand of the particular products. All these things will be comes under the external factors. So that will relate to the more important in our life. Entrepreneurial traits or competences. What are the competences available in the entrepreneurial traits? Means first thing will be the initiative. Second is we have to look for the opportunity. What are the opportunities or occurs in the entrepreneurial traits? Next, persistence, information seeker, then quality consciousness, commitment to work, next is commitment to efficiency, then proper planning, self-confidence, assertive and persuasive, then effective monitoring and the employees welfare, effective strategies. These all things will be comes under the entrepreneurial traits or competences. Developing entrepreneurial competencies. How we have to develop this competency level means first we have to gain the knowledge about the competences. Then we have to recognize it. Third thing, we have to make ourselves as a self-assessment knowledge. So then only we can reach the competencies. Next, we have to compare the competencies levels, whatever else occurs in the entrepreneurial developments. With that, we can know more about that competency levels. Then we have to develop the competencies. We have to get over the feedback from the others. That will make us to develop in the entrepreneurial competencies level. Thank you.